Hey there, it's Dr. Crypto here, and I hope everybody's had a fantastic Easter. And I am back from the US. I am back from New York City, and I went to Wall Street, I went to the New York Stock Exchange, and I rubbed that bull for luck as well. Because hopefully this bull market is going to keep going and going and going all the way up till next year. That's what I'm hoping, because I want us all to make life-changing money. And in this video, we're going to talk a bit about Bitcoin, Crypto.com, and CRO, and how to become financially free. And we're going to talk a bit about that towards the end. But we can see here in the charts that currently Bitcoin has had this beautiful ascending wedge here. We started to push up. We did drop down over the weekend. We dropped down to around about 68,000, just above $68,000. And we're trying to get back into that ascending wedge, back to the upside. But we've got a lot of resistance around this area here, but we also got a lot of support as well. So hopefully we can get back up to there. We're on that smart trail. The smart trail is to the upside. If we do drop down further, 64,000 to 60,000 are my area of support. But the biggest resistance here is $73,000. And we can see on the liquidation here, on the liquidation map, this is on the 24-hour, that we've got a lot of liquidations here up at 72,000. So there's a big chance we could make our way up to that. But don't forget, which is really bullish as well, in 90 days, on April the 20th, estimated that we've got the Bitcoin halving. So hopefully that's going to be a nice catalyst. But also, I did notice we had inflows coming in, 243 million. Dropped down to 182 million, nothing to be sniffed at there. But also we can see here, before I went away, we dropped down. As we said, we started to get a bit negative, but it's dropped down and we started to regrade. They started to buy again. BlackRock, Bitwise, Fidelity, Valkyrie, Wisdom Tree, VanEck, Hashdex, Franklin, Invesco, still buying. They're still buying, and that's what I'm doing. I'm still buying, and I'm still buying CRO and coins like that, and some gaming and AI coins. But we can see here on the bubbles as well, bit of a mixed bag, bit of green. This is of today. Core up 58%, Dupe up 18%, Sui up 6.9%, Pepe down 7.54%. But like I said, really bullish month this month. Keep an eye out, because on 19 days, we've got that Bitcoin halving. And as I said before, what happens, the supply gets cut in half, but the demand's there. We know the demand's there because obviously there is retail buying, whales are buying, and also we've got institutions buying as well. So we've got a lot going on. And we can see here, Bitcoin is still sitting at $1.3 trillion with a total market cap of $2.65 trillion too. And we can also see, look on the Bitcoin dominance, we're just chopping around sideways, still at 53.73. We did drop down, didn't we, to around about, I think it was about 53.18. I want basically Bitcoin to chop around, dominance to get below 50%, keep going down, and then start letting some of those alts rip. I know we've been having some alts that have ripped up, but obviously I want to see alt season. I want us to see these 10, 20x gains. I want to see the smile. I want to see the sentiment all exciting, because to be honest with you, Bitcoin is boring at the moment. It really is boring. It's just chopping around sideways. It's not doing much. But just out the blue, it could just pop at any point and go beyond that, get to that 70,000 and then push up further. Then obviously it brings all the other coins up as well. So we just got to bear in mind. But I want alt season to come. I want us to make lots of money. So without further ado, let's get into CRO and Crypto.com. So looking at CRO at the moment, so this is on the 4-hour, looking pretty nice. We've basically got that Lux Algo smart trail pushing us up to the upside. We've got a nice buy, sir, and then we've got a really strong buy signal here. Somebody bought there with a big bag and managed to push us up. But at the moment, we're just chopping a bit sideways. We did have that drop, as you can see around here. Obviously, Bitcoin dropped down too, so obviously CRO dropped as well. But you can see here, we've got a lot of support around, around about that 14 pence, 15 pence mark. And we've got a lot of resistance up here at 16 to 17 pence as well. To be honest with it, I like us to get beyond this 16 and 17 pence. Yeah, so look at it daily. So if we could get past that 15 to 16 pence kind of mark, push up, come up to the next area of resistance, which is around about that 23 pence to 27 pence, and then obviously break through that and head up to that 50 pence. That's what I want to see. And then we're on the road way up. And we're just, what's really bullish here, we've got a nice strong buy here with a plus signal here on Lux Algo, and we've only just caught that smart trail. So we've got a long way to go to push up. break through those areas of resistance, and we're flying. Between that $23 and $27, there is nothing there at all till we get to around about that area of psychological of 50, and then on the way up to $1. I really do think, I know a lot of people saying we're not going to get to about 50 pence till around about 2025. I really don't think so. I really don't think so. Because if Bitcoin starts making some big moves up, or we get some big news from about crypto.com, such as getting other licenses, other partnerships come in, that could be a catalyst again to really push us to the upside. People were down here were saying we're dead. I was buying around this area. When people were flooding, I was buying. So when I saw these nice big drops here, buying, I bought here, and I bought a big bag here as well. And now I've sort of broken even and I'm in profit now. So I'm actually in a nice bit of profit as of today. So, lots of things going on. And while I was away, we did have a system maintenance, which is always good to have. I know people get a bit nervous when these maintenance comes on, but it's good to have because it makes the whole exchange, the DeFi app, the Pay on RAM app, everything work more like an oiled machine. Or well, it's got to be maintained. It's like a car. You've got to maintain it. An exchange, I like to see them to maintain it. And we've got Chris. That it's basically all systems are operation following the upgrade, and that's what we want. We want these continual upgrades because it makes everything less likely to crash when we have these big inflows up. And we know that crypto.com have invested a lot of money into getting this infrastructure in place, ready for this bull market, because they know there's a lot coming in, and we've seen Coinbase drop their exchange collapse basically under the pressure. Not collapse is like totally shut down, but actually, people couldn't buy or sell. But crypto.com, that hasn't happened because they keep on putting that infrastructure in place and they're making sure everything is right. But also, what I did notice as well as, which I really do like, it isn't really for me, I'll be honest with you, but to some people it is. It's this 20% PA, no rewards cap, first come, first served. The only thing what put me off really, it was, to be honest with you, was the 365 days. You can't take it out. So you can put it in, but you can't get out for about a year. Now, for me, I could go and put in a small amount and make a couple $200 or $300 a month on that. But CRO went to $2 or $3. I want to sell. I want to sell some of my coins and I can't get it all out. But like I said, you could allocate a small lump into it. I could allocate a small lump in it, but I don't really want to because, if we ever did get to that $2 to $3, I want to have that CRO on my tab where I can actually sell some. I'm not selling everything, but I want to get my initial out. I want to take profit because I've worked damn hard over this bear market, and psychologically it's been a complete killer as well. So I want to start taking some money out. But this is where it comes down to people asking me, how am I going to become financially free? Or how am I going to become a millionaire? Well, it takes time and patience. That's the key. And you don't always put more money in you're willing to lose. What I always say to people, because I ignore FUDs. One thing I do, I ignore Boo Boys, I ignore FUDs, I ignore. I do my own research. I have my own plan. I have a plan that I write down where I want to buy and where I want to sell. I ignore all the FUD or anything like that. I ignore it all because you'll get bigger influencers will FUD crypto.com because they're being paid or they're friends with certain people in Binance or something like that, and they'll FUD. They clearly, I see a lot of these bigger influencers out there, which when I was first started in crypto, I did listen to them. I was listening to them every day. I had about God knows how many channels on my YouTube account, and I was watching them all the time. But then as time went on, it really bored me, to be honest with you. They give you a little bit of information, but then they're very good at like fudding and upping something else. And I thought to myself, I can't be with any of this BS that they're coming out with, or I really can't. So I always say to people, you want to become financially free? One, do your own research. Don't rely on others. Understand the crypto landscape. Learn how market trends, historical data, future projections. You look at the diligence, because diligence is key, and familiar yourselves with the technology behind different cryptocurrencies. And also look at the teams involved and the problems they aim to solve. That's what I look at. Look at the diversity. Just like traditional investments, diversification is crucial. I've got CRO, I've got GameFi, and I've got AI coins. They're the ones I've got, and they're the ones I'm sticking to. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Now, luckily for me, when I first got into crypto, I bought Cardano at 7 cents. That's the only project that I had. I had no diversifications. Cardano, ADA was just it. And luckily for me, I bought it at 7 cents and I sold a lot at around about $2.50, $2.70. But I've learned now to actually diversify. So I've got CRO, I've got a couple of some memes, and I've got game and AI. That's the crucial bit. Spread your investment across a wide range of tokens. Approach helps. Basically, what it does is it mitigates risks and increase chances of success. Because if one project fails, another one might rocket. You just don't know. Always start small. I always say begin with an amount you can afford to lose. I started in crypto. I started invested by putting if I had a bit of change on one side and it was do nothing, and I would invest that in stocks or crypto. If I lost it, I can still pay my bills, my food, or everything. So always remember that. Start with small amounts. And then when you get more comfortable and you know what you're doing, you can put big amounts in. But never risk all your life savings. I also say never get loans. Never remortgage, never do anything like that. Never listen to anybody who tells you to do that. Don't. It's simple as. And also, what I do, it gives me inspiration. I always learn from success stories. I always study successful crypto millionaires. Look at their strategies and how they're working it. Learn from their mistakes and lessons learned. Learn from others' experience, because that can be invaluable. Seeing what they've done as mistakes and learning from that so it doesn't happen to you. And also, one thing I do is I've adopted like a millionaire mindset. I've cultivated basically a present ability and a long-term perspective, because a lot of people don't. And I think that's one of the mistakes you can make. And with crypto investments, it can be emotional. Like I said, over this bear market, it's been emotional because obviously people were putting crypto.com, it was going to go bust and everything like that. But I sold strong. I saw what they were building. I saw what the CEO was doing, Chris. I saw everything that they were doing over this bear market. And I thought, no. I don't think they are. Obviously, you don't get the full story, but from what they're building, I don't see it. And the partnerships they're getting and the licenses, because I thought to myself, you have some of these bigger influencers out there and you know who they are on YouTube. We're footing the heck out of it. But what was happening? Crypto.com were getting licenses off countries, governments. So obviously these governments know who they are and what they're doing for them to give them licenses. So I thought to myself, that doesn't make no sense. There's certain people who were loving Binance and giving extra reasons to fund crypto.com. They're all kissing CZ's back end like anything, and probably no doubt being paid by them, and basically funding crypto.com. But I saw what crypto.com. So I had that mindset where I was doing my own research and I thought, unsubscribed. That's what I did. I've only got 2 or 3 YouTubers on my account now who I watch, and they're the quite decent ones. And that's the ones that I watch. And also, key is patience. People get very impatient. They think, I'm going to put $100 in, I'm going to put $1,000 in or $10,000 in now, and hopefully by the end of the week, I'm going to be a millionaire. Ain't going to happen. You might be lucky one day, you don't know. But chances are, that ain't going to happen. You've got to sit there through the bad times and the good times. And that's simple as that. You've got to be careful. Planning is persistence. You might find success and excited and dynamic. So you just got to have patience. And it's exciting to keep pressing that buy, but then you don't want your money to go. I've strategically put my money where I want to buy, and that's it. If you don't hit that target, I don't hit that target. But I've done that I've done all my buying pretty much. I've got a little bit left just in case we drop down in CRO a little bit and some of the AI coins. And I've got like a couple of meme coins as well that I own, because you just don't know. But what I'm saying is, do your research and you'll make it. You'll make it. Trust me, we will make it. this is the early stages of the bull market. We're still at those early stages. Look, at the end of the day, I'm saying that, and it could be the end. You don't know. Crypto could just crash like anything and go back into a bear market. We just don't know. But what I'm doing is also, I'm treating like this is the very last bull market. So I'm putting every bit of effort I can to make my money. And when people say also, when you make your money, what are you doing with it? Obviously, you've got to pay your taxes. You've got to pay taxes. But the other thing is, what I do put it in, I put it in things like real estate. I put money to one side for rainy days, pay my bills, and then I put the other side of the money into investments and some into land, properties, real estate, if you call it, that kind of thing. And that's what I do. And I've been doing that for a while. And like I said, I've got some Ethereum, which is on my pension. I bought Ethereum when it was, I think it was $90. And I've still got that. That's it. That's in my pension. I'll never touch that because I can't take it out till I'm 55. So I'll keep that till 55, whatever happens. And then I'll start to sell and take it out from that point of view. So that's how that's how I want to make my money. That's how I want to be financially free. Property, land, and also bits on the one side for rainy days. So I hope this video has been useful. Like I said, do your own research. Never put more money you're willing to lose. And just research. That's all I say. So I hope you like this video. Give us a thumbs up, give us a like, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Take care.